all right. Okay. So for those who don't know, I am Denise Camille. I come in here every Saturday. Camera's on me. It's not on y'all. Trust me. I'm not. We're not here to. We're not going to invoke anything. Nobody signed a waiver. Nothing like that. So I come in every Saturday. I talk about relationship with self. Saturday mornings I'm here. Friday nights I host a game show night, question and answer, at Gab's house on Terry Street, 670 Terry Street in Atlanta. And I'm also a couples counselor, traditional midwife. What else? I got a hair care line. I got a book. Actually, I got a book coming out. My second book coming out. It's called Urban Life with Love, and it addresses relationship with the 5 native languages that we learned what love was, right? So today's topic is, and I come here with a different topic every week, right? So today's topic is, does a piece of paper change your life?
Better believe it.
Does a piece of paper change your life?
Oh, you gotta believe it. Definitely. Are we talking contracts, money, what?
Oh God. Okay. Okay. So let's go down to.
Lottery tickets.
Let's scratch it back to childhood. Does an A change your character?
Does an A?
Yeah, like you say second grade, you get an A. Does an A change your character? It does. Why? It's just an A.
Top, though. That's the top. Ain't nothing over that. It's a grade scale. And
So, okay, so does the F change you in second grade?
yes, it does.
Why?
Because now I just don't care.
Wait a minute. So, no, okay. So, okay, so let's say you didn't do your best, but you got an F, so you got what you deserve.
Took the words out of my mouth. I couldn't think of that.
Okay, so let's move on up to high school, because y'all playing too much right now. Let's say you in physics class, right? A matter of fact, I'll give you my example. You in physics class. You love science, right? Your teacher's not the best teacher, but you get a D. Does that make you less than a physicist?
You apply yourself or get another teacher.
But he said he didn't know the K was silent. Does that make you a better or less of a person? Come on now, that's what I come in here for. Stop playing these games. Does a D make you less than who you are?
I would say no.
You would say no. Okay.
I could say no too, but at the end of the day, if that's a behavior that's going to be like continuous, then yeah, that D could.
That D would make you
be
strive to do
detrimental.
better.
The D will make you strive to do better. Why?
Right. Well, I got to make myself better from a D.
Okay, so I can tell you my life even more. I got a D in physics in high school. I still love science, right? I ended up going on to college and I took a microbiology class. Most people don't even take microbiology. I took it and I got an A+. Does that change my character from when I had a D? Why? I'm still the same person when I had the D.
Well, mentally, the D brought you down a little bit.
Not necessarily. Okay,
Well,
so
did you really care about the grade itself?
like I said, if it was a different teacher, I still loved the physics. I loved the speed, sound, velocity, all of that shit. So take that another level to microbiology. That didn't change what I already knew about science. It just enhanced it.
So the grades count though.
Okay, so who got any kids? Okay, scratch the grades. I was going to say something else. Scratch the grades. Okay, fast forward, because I know you like to talk about women. Does a piece of paper of a marriage change the value of the relationship?
It should.
Who said that? Who? You said? Oh, okay. I'm hearing a voice. It shouldn't. But does it though? Does a piece of paper change the value of the relationship?
Marriage license and all that, yeah.
Why would it change it?
It's supposed to, but
Why would it change it? What would it change?
In the eyes of the law, that's right.
Oh, in the eyes of the law.
yeah, it has it.
But they're not living with y'all behind them closed doors.
But it shouldn't change you though.
So does it change it?
Realistically, yes.
Okay, okay. I rest my case. I should have been a lawyer. Okay, okay.
When you wasn't married, it was different. Now that
To
we got
who?
that paper, now that we got that paper, to who?
To who?
You know to who? To her. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I ain't even gonna you know who.
Okay, to her.
The expectations go through the roof.
And what I say about ex. Okay. So like I said, every week, 85% of women are what?
Emotional.
No, that's not what I said. Where's my start student? No, I'm gonna leave y'all over here. 85% of women are what?
Superficial.
Thank you. Star student every time. 85% of women are superficial. He was.
Let me show.
Okay. So, the marriage, the piece of paper should not change nothing. Right? It shouldn't change nothing.
We go.
Huh?
It shouldn't change nothing, but it does.
I'm looking at because you looking at both of them.
You said what now?
It does change. It's easier to walk away. It's easier to walk away without the paper. It's easier to leave a relationship because when you marry, that half stuff is real. It's real because when they try to go after it, and if you man, I've seen men go after it and get married.
Okay, so
It changed the ease of walking away. You got to be fed up and finished with it to walk away and say, hey, this is worth giving her half just to get away from it.
okay, so when you're courting, because I don't like to use the word dating, when you're courting, are you not in the mindset of investment?
It's just less obligation because you have the freedom to walk away without losing
What are you losing when you walk away at a divorce?
half of your assets. If she got anything or if you got anything, that's
Okay, but if
I want her.
straight up, y'all.
but at the end of the day, you come into this world with what? You go out this world with what?
With nothing but you, you can go out the world with nothing, but you can still have your, what do you call this thing?
Your assets,
No, this after you die and
like a will or disbursement of everything.
you can die with nothing. But
Okay.
you still have assets that belong to whoever you decide to.
Okay, so
The
but
real,
yet,
the real people who deserve it.
huh?
The real people who deserve what you left around.
Right. The beneficiaries are those who you choose. Okay.
So you can die alone, but what you did here while you was here,
No, but I guess I look at it as
so it's a difference than being born with nothing and dying alone, but you still have more than what you did throughout your life.
right. Okay, so the piece of paper of that piece of paper would change something, right? If you don't have nothing on paper, right? That's that purpose of it. So if you talk about piece of paper with a marriage, you're saying when people go into a marriage, there's an obligation that changes. Does the investment change? Because we're the investments. Meaning, like, man and woman, human beings are the investments. That's an investment. Right. So, I'm asking you, does the investment change with the marriage? With that piece of paper?
I wouldn't say the investment changed, I would say the obligation changed. The obligation is changed.
Because you're in the mindset to go up another level.
No, it's the mere fact that, hey, I have a wife and you treat wives different from other women.
Okay.
Just like you treat your husband from other men.
So are you saying that the minute the piece of paper is there, I'm treating her different?
The obligation. Not that you treat her different, it changes the obligation. It changes the before, like you said, you courted.
Right.
You're doing all your best behaviors, and eventually, as time progresses,
Right.
you become who you are, and you learn who that person is. You say yay, you took your
Or nay. Right.
After that, right, that becomes what? Marriage. Kids, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Once you get married, it's no longer, hey, I know this person, but you know what? I'm tired of this person.
Okay.
I want to leave.
Okay.
You're so free to go prior to that paper.
Okay. So let me ask you this from, obviously, y'all are men. What's your reasoning for marriage?
Now that's a good question.
Ah,
We get married.
Why do men get married?
You know, know, for
You need
love.
somebody wiping your ass in 40 years.
So they looking for, oh, what okay.
I need somebody to wipe in 40 years.
But there are men who get women like that, but they don't marry them.
That's a decision that they need.
So for the men who make decisions, huh?
I mean, for longevity of companionship.
Which is what he's just talking about, but he's not marrying them.
No, but I mean,
No, but that's the reason. That's a good reason to be married. My analogy might have been a little,
no, but that's
strong,
yeah.
but you need somebody when you get older. You know what I'm saying? You need
Right,
somebody.
I understand that. Okay. So you're saying to the marriage, and you're saying companionship. Okay.
Now, I'll tell my father as an example. His wife is deceased. My father would go to Washington, and be married. My father would work in New York, or he'll be in Florida, or he'll be somewhere else.
Right.
But he always had his wife.
Okay.
Now, that you may say, hey, that's not a marriage, but that's a marriage.
That's that work for them.
That companionship.
Right.
He knows, hey, I'm paying all these bills.
Right.
When I come home, I expect, I don't have no problem, but I don't have to do nothing because my wife.
That's already been doing it. Right. That's their investment.
Now, for me or someone else, it may be like, shoot, I'm over here 5 months, 6 months out here, doing whatever I want to do.
Right.
I'm still married. There's a different value on that. So it comes down to the individual.
Okay. So based on the character of the male, what the value is determined to be.
I would say the value of the female and the male because they both human beings.
Okay. So we go back to humanity then, because I was speaking from male's perspective.
That is from the male.
Okay, right.
But overall,
So you're saying from a human's perspective, the value is based on what is characterized or determined as their investment.
yeah, because in a relationship, you sacrifice.
Right.
You sacrifice because once you get married or before you get married, you say, hey, this woman is for me.
Right.
I don't even want to deal with these other women.
Right.
That's a problem for me.
Okay.
Now, some men ain't like that.
Okay.
You got variation.
Right.
Once you get married, then it becomes less of, hey, I want to be doing this. Then it's an obligation to be a certain way as a husband or as a wife. Because as a man, you can do what you want in the relationship. I think.
Okay.
It changes once you
So let me ask you this, because I've been married. I wouldn't say that there are obligations from a husband. What? What'd you say? No, but I mean, you have a voice. Everybody has a voice, right? So for me, it was never an obligation in the marriage. It was, we're here as a unit. The roles are gonna switch. If you've been in a marriage long enough, you know the roles are gonna switch. There's gonna come a time where I choose to go out to work and he chooses to be in the kitchen butt naked with an apron on. You know, you switch because at the end of the day, y'all here for each other. Ain't nobody else moving nothing, and ain't nobody else shaking nothing. If that's the consensus of the value of the investment, why does it matter everybody else say? And why would the piece of paper matter if you could say, because common law, and in some other states, common law, 7 years, you live with somebody, if you move out after 7 years, you got to get a divorce.
I don't know about the common
There
state
is no
laws,
contract. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
but I don't know. I'm not familiar with the common state laws.
Uh-huh.
Anything like the contract and those laws will be applicable to what that piece of paper is into now common law.
Okay.
You know, it would be because the obligation
Of the two people. Okay.
is the same.
Okay.
The he's walking away and not bearing the damn. If I walk away, damn, I'm gonna lose after this. Well, I gotta go through the divorce process.
Right. The divorce process.
I know my divorce process. It was painful, but I didn't lose a lot.
Right, most times you don't.
You know what I mean? But it was a painful process.
Because you're tearing emotion apart.
I would never get divorced
And see what most people say is, and you don't really find out till afterwards, after the separation or divorce, you end up mourning the other person, almost like a death.
some people do.
Okay, maybe you did it beforehand, or
I did more.
so you're divorced. Well, of course.
I was grateful because
I'm about to throw the sunglasses on the floor. No, we're all grateful, yet there's a part of you, whether it's prior to the actual paperwork being signed or after the paperwork being signed, you're releasing the emotion that was holding you together. I don't know when that can happen, but most times it happens after. But yet for me, again, I'll tell you my person. I had moved out 3 years prior to. So I got my own place. The kids were living with me. It was something where I knew I had to get away from that. So I was mourning that when I moved out. Yeah, when it came time for the divorce, it was like the four things that I want to give back to you, I can't because those are our children. Everything else, I don't care. I'll let that shit go because it don't matter. Because when you're invested in someone, it's like a death of a relationship. Think about somebody who passes away that, I don't know, there's levels to friendships, of course. A friend that was in right under family friend. Okay. But again, people cope with death differently in general. So a death of a marriage is really, it's almost like contact, you think of death of a salesman. But we're not gonna go there. That's for those who actually knew the book. But okay. But it's having to know that you mourn friendships. Remember, if friendships are over and done with, don't you mourn a friendship like, damn, man. So it's kind of that same concept. Well, not for you. Right. Okay. Like you said, you were extremely grateful. Okay. So let me go with...
Even the time that we had that was good time, maybe, it was, I was just grateful. Like, that's a situation.
That's what that is. So you compartmentalize it like, okay, the children, that was it. Okay. So let me go to a different piece of paper because I know y'all can talk about women all day long. So, I mean, sometimes we do, but if you got kids, you keep it clean. If we don't, it is what it is. So another piece of paper that just came to me is, let's say you a judge, right? You got the license of a judge, whatever that is. But your character, is not. Oh, okay. Well, give me something else with a piece of paper. Oh, okay. So I'm saying, let's say it's like a judge. A judge's piece of paper, a judge has the license to make and break, whatever. Yet their personal character is a low-value individual. Does that change anything else within themselves because that's just a piece of paper to them?
I don't know if it changed within themselves, but it definitely has some impact that they have a low, for lack of better words, a low level of character.
Right.
It's going to impact their decisions that they make.
Right.
Rather than, if they had a higher standard of character.
Right.
I don't know. I think their character helps define who they are and how they act as a judge.
Okay.
So I don't know if that paper would do it or more so their character, but they have to achieve a paper to become a judge, right?
Yeah, most times it's just a simple standardized test. I would think with most, just like the bar, you got to sit for the bar for be a lawyer, right? Even for, right? Exactly.
So the character, I don't say starts with the paper, it starts with that individual within themselves.
So that brings me back to, does a piece of paper change who you are?
But it depends on the circumstance and individual, of course.
Okay, so it all is based on case by case and value and integrity.
A lot of it is.
Okay.
And you have a lot of great attorneys, you have a lot of great doctors.
Right, I was going to bring up doctors because you have a lot of malpractice doctors.
I don't trust doctors.
They did a practice medicine.
Because not only the medicine, you know a drug addict is a doctor.
Beautiful.
And so me, I'm just thinking like, what about this patient? But he was a heavy drug addict.
Well, he was a functional, right? A high functional. He could make it work.
This was something that as a doctor was talking about the beat.
Okay.
That impacted me to not trust doctors.
Okay.
To my older age, that I
And then you
know
actually,
with doctors.
because you probably had to.
Yeah.
I'll see.
But it's
Okay.
like, my level of trust is like, okay, I hear what they say.
Let me digest it. Okay. And let me screen it. Okay.
That effect of doctors is still sketchy.
Well,
Attorneys are sketchy, judges are sketchy.
But think about it, these are all careers that are catered to create impacts on other people's lives, right? So it's a service, right? So even barbers, yeah, they're impacting lives every day. Because if they mess y'all hair up, y'all looking like a clown outside. That's an impact.
The thing with barbers is they can mess your hair up, but they can also correct it and sweeten it up.
Right. So.
You gotta walk out of here looking like that.
Okay. Wait. No.
Yeah, they don't want nobody with my work.
Right. So same thing with.
Later when you get home and watch that.
So take care. You too. So same thing with. Let even think about. Let's go up to anybody with a degree. A piece of paper. The piece of paper does not define you.
That's definitely not true.
That's not true?
Nah.
Wait, you're agreeing that...
I'm just saying, because I'm thinking like, you know what it takes to get to that piece of paper.
Right.
You had to go through.
Right.
It takes a lot of perseverance, dedication.
Right, right.
So naturally, when I get this piece of paper, that paper changed me. I feel different. You see what I'm saying? Me personally.
Okay, you personally.
The average person is never going to accomplish.
Okay.
Not only that, it boosts my status in life. So yeah, I feel different.
Okay.
I feel 100%.
So only when you get that paper do you feel that you.
I can feel the job for 10 years. And the highest skill level there is.
Right.
As soon as that man come in with that piece of paper, he don't even want to show it in. They're going to bump him for me.
Okay, I see where you're going with it. Okay.
So I need that paper to certify
Who you are.
who I am.
Okay. Okay. So I understand.
My skill means nothing.
I understand what he's saying. I was going from a whole different angle because you know me. I'm gonna go.
All right, go ahead. I need to hear this.
Okay. So y'all know I always come from a spiritual angle, right? So let's say you're on a path where, like he was saying, you had a job for 10 years. You need a piece of paper to make you to get to you to that level of whatever the salary's gonna be. Let's say you get the paper. Let's say, I don't know, 2022, you get the paper 2022. Here come a shift in your life where end of 2022, 2023, higher power got you going in a whole different direction. Where they need you to serve in a whole different avenue of revenue that you had no piece of paper to define you in. But the door has opened for you because that's your alignment. Do you get what I'm saying? An opportunity, we call it what it want. Yet you don't have that paper, but you got the doorway to heaven. You walking in that doorway to heaven. You don't need that piece of paper.
Hey, what's going on? What's up, dude?
Because your purpose is this way. But you've been going this way because you thinking, well, society said I got to get a piece of paper, they get money, they get the money, da, 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 da. So does the status quo label your definition of life?
Yeah, somebody, if I can't, somebody grab.
You know, I don't think so. Not
Okay,
for that
that's
piece of paper as far as the status quo.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because the way I think and the way I grew up, but education, I have a master's degree and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
But always, even the hard times trying to attain it,
Right.
it was just insurance for me. So I knew that I would never
Something to fall back on.
10 years or 20 years for another person.
Okay.
So that when I was a kid.
Okay.
So for me, getting education was strictly the whole time. When I first started, I was still my uncle told me to, but the whole thing was for insurance.
Okay.
But I knew I would be, and I worked at the bank, I worked at different places.
Right.
But I always knew that I would work for myself.
Okay. So for you,
Education, now when you talk about certificates,
okay. Right.
some certificates, you can get that well-paying job, but just like he said,
Right.
the guy come in with that certificate and he have a bachelor's degree.
And that just adds value to that. Right.
Adds value.
Right. Adds that value. So I guess I can look at it again where for me, I got the bachelor's, the associates, the masters, and all of that. No. And what I do, and what's my purpose, that's what I'm saying. I don't need it. However, I had the concept of options. Kind of like what you were saying. I had the concept of options where I didn't want to go for these. I didn't want to go for these degrees. Yeah, because we moved around so much, I picked something. I was like, I ain't really here for it, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, hey, what's up? How you doing? I don't forget a face. I don't forget a face.
I'm gonna get you right though, bro. I got you.
So, you know, it's the option. So what I tell my children now to do is, should you choose to do college, look at that as the option. Or infiltrate what you can learn and then pull that infiltration out and use what you got to do for it.
Well, that is a real serious life question. It's funny 'cause I have young kids that graduate next year, and I'm thinking about I want them to go to college for the experience,
Okay.
but the certificates that they get
Right.
is what they're gonna need to go their own path.
Right.
You know,
Right.
education, those degrees, I would say,
Okay.
enhance those certificates that they
Right.
have. So a lot of people don't really need that much college.
You don't.
Because we have so many entrepreneurs here.
Right. In this day and age. Right. Oh yeah. Right. People want to do something different because I think COVID made you. That's true. He want to say, "Who are you? I don't even know your name. I can't even shout you out." So it's one of those where what I used to always say, whatever you do, don't go to college, right? I used to tell them when they were younger. Until I realized, I would tell them don't go. Until my oldest, I realized when he had gotten a full scholarship at Clark, I was like, oh, now it makes sense. Now I know why I told you don't go, because I had student loans. But you don't have student loans. So there's a big difference. Yet I also didn't promote it because I lived on my own. I never did the college experience. I realized even then, I can't live with nobody else. Like, oh, your energy, I'm picking up on too much energy. So I passed up on a scholarship, my own college experience, because I couldn't live with other women. I'm like, we doing what? We sharing what? Yeah, no, we ain't doing this. We ain't doing this. I've not ever, and I'm grateful for that, to have needed a roommate, to have needed any. The only people that live with me are my kids. I'm like, because y'all came out of me. Y'all were because y'all came out. Anybody else? That's it. So with him, he asked me, what do you think about pledging? And I was like, I'm West Indian. We don't do that. So your dad is American, so you can try it, but I'm going to give you my experiences. They may not be always correct, yet we focus on loyalty and value with family. So we don't deal with that. However, his scholarship was on a saxophone scholarship. So he can play. He's like old school. He can hear and play. He was doing Sesame Street just on the piano. I'm like, you don't even know how to read music yet. But he could play. So I'm waiting for him to acknowledge his gift to then apply it to his business. Because he has a clothing apparel line. And I'm like, dude, you could have been a saxophone. It's like years ago. But, you know, as human beings, we don't see it till later. And I already told him, we had this conversation last night, most men don't catch themselves till they're 35. He just caught it. What time is it? Y'all got me here.